we're now going to focus our attention more on the site ranking report and how to play around with the stats and get the most out of the information that you can. So the first thing that you should focus on is the default listing here of the keywords that you currently rank for. As you can see here, we've just got the default sorting order. You can click on the keywords themselves, which will then change it Z to A or background to A to Z. You can of course change the lines per page, which will then of course decrease the amount that you can of pages that are available and increase the amount that you can see on your current page. The same goes here. You can sort from ascending and descending order if you click on here directly. So then you can at a quick glance see your best ranking pages for this specific week. We're interested in the most recent week. So we would most probably set it here and see what's ranking the best. So at a glance we can see all the keywords that we're tracking and the ones that have got the highest rank. You'll also notice a filtering column next to every column. So they all provide the same filtering options. The first one is to pin the column. So say you want to directly compare the week of 11th of the 1st to the 22nd of the 9th, 2020. We could just click pin the column and it will move it over to the left, and then you can directly compare it quite easily. This is useful if you want to see if there's been any drastic changes within a certain time frame. So we'll quickly unpin that again. The next option you have is to select the visible columns. So this is currently set, the columns you can see here, by the selected dates. But say you've selected your 6 dates that represent 6 different weeks. You may wish to only see 3 of those, so we would use the visible columns filter. So we would maybe remove the first 3 weeks, or well, 3 dates that we set. Now you can see the data is a lot more manageable and easier to cross compare. We'll undo this now and put them back. The next option we have available to us is filter by column. This is where we could search for specific values in specified columns. So we could look for less than 30. This would then filter the rows to show search results and their rankings for keywords that have rankings better than place 30 for this month. Let's look at the final section, which is hide columns. So instead of where you have the visible columns here and you select multiple ones at once, you might just want to quickly hide one column. As you can see, that can be done quite easily. And then at any point, if you wish to view the columns again that you've hidden, you just click on the little hamburger icon, click visible columns and select all the different columns that you wish to digest again. We also offer you the ability to add specific filters. As you can see, there are 2 ways to do it. You can do filter by column and then select the amount, or you can manually add the filter here. So of course when you use this, it will pre-select whatever column that you've selected the 3 dotted icon from and then the values. Whereas if you do it here, you have to specify which columns you want this filter to apply to. Then if at any point you want to remove the filter, so we want to see ranks 30 and higher now, we would then remove that filter and we can see all of the different ranking results that have lower rankings than 30 as well as those higher than 30. We've also provided with the option to manually search for certain keywords that you'd like to be found. So say if we want to see the keyword rankings for all the words that include Yellowstone. What we'll would click that, enter it there, and any keyword that includes Yellowstone will be represented. We'd then possibly use additional filtering and show the highest ranking keywords for the date selected. So we'd see for this date selected, the highest rank was 2 for Yellowstone. And it's the highest rank that we've achieved with this keyword in total. Of course, if you want to undo this filtering and see all of your keywords and their rankings at a glance, you just simply click X. We also offer one additional context menu that will be super helpful for working out what changes you've made to your pages and how that has corresponded with ranking changes. So of course, one of the biggest issues in SEO is doing something and making a change to your page, getting extra backlinks, editing some of the content, restructuring it, and then monitoring your ranking changes and seeing whether it is specifically to do with the changes that you've made before. Well, this page here, when you click on there, makes this a lot easier. It does the A/B split testing for you. You can clearly essentially see this is what the page was before, this was the rank that it had, this is what the page looks like now, and this is the rank it had. So it's a lot easier for you to monitor and track all of the changes you've made and how they've increased your SEO rankings. You can also see, if you click here, the snippets, i.e. the meta title and meta descriptions of the top 10 for this keyword, and the meta title and meta description of your page ranking for this keyword. So this is just good for any easy optimization wins that you go, oh, they're including that keyword in there, maybe I should change that. Then of course that will be registered as a change of page and you'll be able to monitor that against any positional changes. From time to time you may wish to update the site rankings. As mentioned previously, you can manually click it here, but that's longer winded. You can click there and then select whether you want a full site audit, or most easiest is simply just clicking update site rankings and it will then do it there and then. You can also set up a reporting schedule of when you would like it to be updated, but where this can eat through your credits a lot quicker. But it is of course a lot better if you want to automate things and say every single week that you would like the rankings checked on XYZ pages. We also offer you the ability to edit how the charts are displayed in this panel here. So if we click this menu here, we can choose to hide charts. This will then just show you stats, which is not as easy to visualize the data. We'd keep show the charts on. You show a total chart of all of your positions in the top 5, in the top 10, and over the specific different months. You can then choose what kind of chart you want to see, so charts per 1 month. So you can see all the changes there. Charts per 3 months, charts per 6 months, and charts per 12 months. So if we want to show the total chart again, that also gives us the options to save specific charts in PNG here, or if you're using most likely the default way of viewing the charts, which would be this view, you can select specific charts and choose to download them as SVG files or PNG files and then just copy them into your manual report generating software. This is useful if you're compiling customer reports, but we do always recommend, as said previously, if you are doing it for clients and you have an agency, to just put the file on your website. It's completely white label and it saves you having to manually add all these different charts and results. So I think that's about it for today. I hope you've enjoyed our brief overview of the different features within Librica, what they mean and how to utilise this keyword ranking report, which is most likely one of the first things you're going to do on a daily basis just to keep track of how your websites are doing in the search engines. Have a lovely day. And thank you for getting to know Labrica. Yeah, so I think that's about it for today. Thank you for taking the time to view this video, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.